All right, guys. Hey, my name is Joelle Simone Anthony. I am also known as the Grave Woman. Sorry, I'm looking at my computer screen. And if this is your first time here on this channel, I want to go ahead and ask that you hit the subscription button, you like this video, and if you find this or any other content on the channel interesting, useful, or helpful, please feel free to share it with at least 3 people, you guys. So now that we've got all the good stuff out of the way, today's topic is none other than breakups and grief. The number one question that I've received is, would the emotions experienced when a relationship ends be considered grief? That's kind of wrapping it all up in a pretty bow. And to answer that question, yes. Grief is experiencing a loss of any kind, and if you are ending a relationship with someone, especially someone that you thought you had a future with, or that you are married to, or that you've been with for a long time, or even if it's just someone that you're really in love with, or that you really like, or that you just really have a connection with, you're going to experience some level of grief when that relationship no longer exists, or it comes to an end, either by your choice or decisions, or the decisions of the other person or persons involved. The second question that I receive often is, would a divorce be grounds for experiencing grief? And absolutely. And the third question that I've received is, would the ending of a friendship that is not a romantic relationship be considered something that would give someone the emotions or the experience of grief? And the answer is definitely. Now, you guys also asked some very personal questions, like, have I ever experienced grief after a breakup, and what were things that I did to help during that grieving process? And the answer is, of course, I've experienced grief after a breakup. I've been dumped, I've been completely ghosted, and I've actually had to end a relationship before. And in each of those situations, my heart was shattered and crushed. I remember in one instance, in particular, I think I went into a bit of depression grieving the relationship that I thought I had with another individual. That sounds kind of crazy. We were in a mutual relationship and he ended the relationship, and because of that, I went into somewhat of a depression. And it took me, you guys, I think years to get over him. I dated and had friends and all that stuff in between that time, but my heart was broken for a very long time. It's important to recognize, again, that grief is experiencing a loss of any kind. And in order to help with those feelings of grief, there are some things that you can do. I'm sure you can Google things like ways to get over a breakup or how to deal with a breakup, but you guys asked for my tips specifically, so I have 3. The first one is try to connect with your spirituality. And the reason I picked that as number 1 is because sometimes when we're in a relationship or giving so much energy to someone else, we tend to neglect feeding our spirit and feeding that part of ourselves that just keeps us grounded. And what better time to reconnect with yourself and find out who you are as a person and individual post relationship, post trauma, post whatever, than after a breakup. The second thing I would suggest would be reaching out and spending time with family and friends and having fun. And you can have fun in many different ways. I love to listen to music. I love to dance. I love to go out to lunch and dinner with friends. I love to swim. So those were things that I did to keep my mind busy, as well as to kind of keep myself getting dressed, getting out of the house, and interacting with others. Thirdly, I would say double down on your self-care. Give yourself a pedicure, or go get a pedicure. Do something new with your hair. Put on some new makeup. Just double down on your self-care. What does self-care look like for you? Go get a massage, go for a hike, go for a walk. Just things that make you feel loved and appreciated. Buy yourself something nice, buy some new clothes, get a new piece of jewelry. Just do something nice for yourself and treat yourself with the love and the gentleness that you want to give to someone else. And the last thing, this is a bonus thing, is to be patient with yourself. Now, by no way am I comparing losing a loved one to losing a relationship, but let's just be honest and say that it sucks when you're going through a breakup. Also remember, guys, that grief is not limited to whether you are male or female, right or wrong, the person doing the breaking up or being broken up with. Experiencing this loss will have an emotional toll on you, and a lot of the feelings that you're going to experience, such as maybe shock, anger, denial, bargaining, depression, and eventually acceptance, correlate exactly with the grief experience. And it's that way for a reason, because it is indeed grief. I'd also like to hear from you guys about what you do or have done in the past to work your way through the grief you've experienced during a breakup, or if you've been on the other side and had to break up with someone, what was that grief experience like for you? Please use the comment section below. I hope this video helped. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care of yourselves, be patient with yourselves, and just be well, okay? One thing that one of my friends has always said to me that I love, and I've kind of adapted from my personal life, is this or something better. And what that means is that either this is the best that life and God has to offer, or if this should end, there's something better. So my name is Joelle Simone Anthony. I'm also known as The Grave Woman. You can find me on social media at The Grave Woman. You can also visit my website, www.thegravewoman.com. I'll talk to you guys next time.